Hey guys, welcome back. So it does seem like I'm doing about one dungeon per week, which is probably pretty good. There's only like 3 dungeons left, so I do kind of compare myself to the Game Grumps because our episode lengths are kind of similar. So I think, like, oh, how many episodes did it take for them to get this far? I think we're pretty similar. So if you look at how many episodes they have, it's probably going to be the same as me. I was gonna see if I could talk about like religion today. That's a good topic, right? I'm not gonna be controversial there. Everybody's gonna agree with what I say. I've talked about it before. I don't know. I guess I wanted to be more specific than what I've mentioned before. I mean, I'm not a very religious person. I do go to church every week, which is, I guess, more than most people do. But I don't have very good faith, which is like a super important thing to have. People who have faith are happier. People who are better Christians are happier. Even if they're like bad people or like they're wrong about it or whatever, they're happier and I want to be happier. So it would be better to be more religious. I have a hard time treating the Bible the way a lot of people treat it, which is like, I don't know, it seems like the people who are the most religious and the most happy are the people who treat the Bible like a science book and like a history book. Like everything that happened in the Bible actually happened, and if anything, if science goes against anything that literally happened in the Bible, then the science is wrong. I don't know, in a perfect world you wouldn't have to feel that way to get the most out of religion, but it does seem like those people... Is it just ignorance makes you happy? That can't be right. I mean, that's what a atheist would say, and that's what a cynical person would say, but I don't want to be a cynic, or I don't want to be an atheist. I don't want to be the person who's like... Anybody who's super religious is that they're just being ignorant, and that's why they're happy, because they're stupid. That can't be true. I have no problem being a Christian and believing Jesus was the Messiah or whatever. Or Jesus died, he came back to life. Oh, I have a bottle. But all the other stuff, like the day-to-day stuff that other Christians believe that make them happy, like everything happens for a reason, or like this happened because God wanted it to happen. I guess when you get to that level of thinking spiritually, there is no science involved, so there is no logic to the meaning of life. Why do things happen that seem random? Science is never going to tell you the answer to that because there's no logic to it. So you might as well believe whatever you want, right? If you can never prove anything, or... But it's so hard to get past, like, well, what if there is no meaning? What if everything is random? It seems equally as likely as everything being not random. And I've always wanted to be a person who's like, well, I'll just believe the nicer thing. If I can choose, why not just believe the nicer thing? But it's hard. There's just always doubt. And a Christian will tell you, like, oh, that's the devil. He's getting in your brain. And then, I'm like, I know, am I going to lose that rupee? That's like it doesn't matter. Christians can believe some kind of kooky stuff, like that there are demons and they control you and can possess you. I think my parents might believe that, but that's fine. They're good people, but I think it's a little kooky. Like, Christians will get, like, upset about witchcraft and stuff. And, like, some Christians are like, you can't... They don't let their kids watch Harry Potter because he's a witch. So on some level they believe that, like, witches are real, right? Because otherwise why would they be so upset about it? But I don't know. I guess I would like to talk to a Christian about that. Like, what do you actually believe? Do you believe in magic? I just laughed because it was a song. It sounded weird coming out of my mouth. Do you believe in magic? I don't know. I think if witchcraft was real, a lot more people would be doing it, right? Imagine if you could, like, create a potion and turn people into frogs or whatever. What do witches do? I don't know. Everybody would be doing that. I don't know. It's silly. And, like, if you pray to the devil, he'll give you powers and stuff. Like, don't you think if that was real, people would be doing it all the time? And that's the kind of thing that's actually testable if you're a scientist. Unless, I don't know, maybe it's not, because, like, the devil's like, the scientists are testing me, so this time I'm not gonna give him powers. Kind of, I don't know, kind of silly. I think this is what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, overall, I guess, as a Christian, as a thinking person, I would say religion is really valuable for the individual, but like once you apply it in a macro scale, like for governments or for like history and for science, you're gonna get into trouble, and you're gonna get into like interpreting it weird, and you probably shouldn't do that. But I do think, I don't know, I don't want to say anything with certainty, because like I'm not a theologian or anything, but people who the Bible was written so long ago, especially the Old Testament, even the New Testament, before scientific thinking was ever even a thing. So to apply, what does that do? It means I can swim underwater and stuff. So when the Bible was written, it wasn't written with like a scientific mind at all. It was written like with a spiritual mind. Like, this is how you're supposed to live your life if you want to be happy, and this is how you should think about hard times and stuff. But it's not like Noah's Ark was 300 feet long, and that stuff doesn't matter. The people who wrote it weren't scientists. They didn't know anything about science, and they didn't go to a science class. Even if God tried to explain to them the science of it, they wouldn't have understood it, so they wouldn't have been able to write it down. I don't know where I'm going. I have the tunic. What does it say? The things that humans have always been good at for the past 30, 50,000 years, whatever it is telling stories. That's what the Bible is. There's stories. But there's no science, and there's no like scientific theory involved in what they're saying. So like, just keep science and religion separate, and just keep religion separate from everything. Obviously, if you're religious, it's gonna connect to everything in your life. But I don't know, on like a macro scale, religion doesn't, it affects everybody differently. So to say that everybody has to follow the same religion the same way is wrong, I think. I think that's pretty controversial to say. I don't think my pastor would like it if I said that. I'm just wandering around. I think that's it for today. Oh well. I don't know if I said anything bad. I guess the basic thing I was saying is like, religion is good, but I have a hard time like committing to it 100%, which is necessary, I think, to live a happy life. I think you need to be, maybe not, but that's the way I think, is like, you need a way to, religion can be anything. It doesn't have to be like Christian or Catholic or whatever. You need a way to deal with stuff that is ununderstandable. People die. There's no reason for it. So you need a way to deal with that. And religion is a good way to deal with that. A really good way. Science maybe can help you a little bit with dealing with that, but I don't think it's better than religion or spirituality. But I just don't know how to be spiritual. I don't know how to commit to it. Because I struggle a lot with, why am I here? Why do I do anything? Why is anything worth doing? What's the point of anything? Science is never going to help you with those questions. Religion can, if you commit to it. And I don't know how to do that. I go to church every week, but it doesn't seem to help. I read the Bible. I pray. But that's what's frustrating. It feels like I'm doing everything right, but it still doesn't help. But I know I'm not committing to it the right way or something. Maybe the tunic helps me in the ice water, and I can like dive somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out next time. Okay, have a good day. And we beat a boss today. That was good. I'm feeling a little bit better, which is good. Hope everybody's doing okay. And I'll see you next time. Comment if you want to comment anything. Tell me I'm totally wrong about religion, and I will handle it well, I promise. I won't make you feel bad about disagreeing with me, because I know I'm wrong. About something, at least. Maybe not everything. I don't feel like I'm being dishonest, which is the most important thing. But I still might be being untruthful. As long as I'm honest about how I'm feeling, I won't be too defensive if you disagree. Like, I think everybody should follow the same religion. Okay. That's a fair point to have. And maybe I might agree with you. I don't know. I'm a very agreeable person, to a fault. If somebody says something, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I changed my mind. You're right. But I gotta stop. Okay. See you tomorrow.